Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 5 starts now.
It is not often we say we need rain in March, but that is the case, and we're going to get it starting tonight.
Finally, starting to put some of the pieces together in the murder mystery of Egypt Covington. The three suspects go to court today for a long preliminary hearing where some evidence started to come out. We have it all covered for you next.
All right, Sean, we're going to begin, though, with coronavirus and another day of the numbers going in the wrong direction. 3,579 new cases of the virus and 16 more deaths recorded over the past 24 hours.
Take a listen to what Dr. McGeorge has to say as new cases just seem to keep going up.
This is pretty bad. The numbers over the last several weeks have been consistently going up. Now, whether this is related to increased variant transmission or the recent loosening of COVID restrictions isn't immediately obvious, but the statewide numbers mirror what I have seen in the ER. The big question is whether we're far enough in the vaccination efforts that the most vulnerable for severe disease are going to be protected. Hopefully, this time we won't see the delayed increase in deaths that usually follows increases in cases. But that is frankly hoping for a lot. We just need to keep up our guard for a while longer.
All right, now take a look at the one thing that will help us get out of this, a major increase in vaccine doses sent to Michigan. That number now sits at 4.3 million. 3.5 million shots have gone into arms. And that last number is set to start going up a lot faster because of what's going on starting today at Ford Field.
The FEMA operation started administering its first shots at the mass vaccination site as part of a soft opening, if you will. A few days later, it's all systems go with 6,000 shots expected each day. Rod Maloney was there today and has a look at how this is going to work moving forward.
Well, it would be safe to say that there's some military precision involved in today's operation here at Ford Field. This morning, as we pulled up, there was a line of U.S. Air Force soldiers marching inside Ford Field. They went to work and left a lot of happy customers. The Air Force teamed with the Federal Emergency Management Agency with the help of Ford Field staff. Local 4 cameras were not allowed inside, so these images came to us from FEMA. Now, by all accounts, this was an easy process, starting with the registration. Everyone who came in today unknowingly signed up to do a dry run of 2,500 vaccinations, which surprised Debbie Briggs of Berkeley.
Remember, the website went down. That night I was laying in bed at 10 o'clock and heard it was back up, so I did it in bed on my phone.
Some 70 vaccination pods sit at the ready, ringing the playing field, and the reaction to the process was universal.
It was very quick. It didn't take that much just to walk in, ask the questions, and get your shot, and then you get reserved for 12 minutes.
How'd they do?
They did good.
So easy. I registered. I got here before my appointment time thinking I was going to have a line. Walked in, answered a few questions, and just kept following the line and got immediately vaccinated.
I'll tell you what, the service personnel in there are great, super nice people. It was great.
And of course, there is that sense of relief going with the vaccine.
Yes, I'm relieved. I'll be even more relieved after the second.
I'm really excited it's done. I do international business, so I know I'm going to need it once the borders start opening and I can go see my customers again.
Now, remember that this is all managed through the Meyer website. They're the ones contracting with the federal government. And they tell me today that there are about 130,000 appointments. Actually, people have signed up. They've got about 40,000 appointments going through right now. It takes time to get from the registration to an actual appointment. And so they've got about 360,000 doses. So you can sign up, plenty of room, but it also is going to take some time. They're planning on being here for the next 8 weeks. Back to you.
And Rod, they do this again tomorrow, right?
Right. Well, the run through, the 2,500 goes tomorrow. And then on Thursday, they go for the full 5,000 at Ford Field. And remember, there's another 1,000 that are distributed in the Metro Detroit area, not at Ford Field.
Well, great set of reviews we just heard there. Hopefully they can keep that up. All right, Rod, let's turn to the weather, because from the looks of it, this fantastic sunny stretch has been wonderful, and yet tick, tick, tick.
We know the time is coming. Let's get over to Ben. Tracking a little bit of rain headed our way, Ben.
Yeah, this time of year, guys, we usually could put off a few showers, but we've only picked up 3/100ths of an inch for the entire month. So we need the rain. and there it sits, at least the first of 3 rounds we're tracking. It does look like some of that's starting to reach into southern Michigan, but when we zoom a little bit closer, you can see that a lot of that is just false echoes. It's elevated moisture not reaching the surface. That's the real rain there across northern and central parts of Indiana, and it's not going to be here until we get past midnight tonight. So we've got a dry evening to go through, and temperatures really staying on the mild side through the mid and upper 50s there, starting to fall a little bit more, but still staying above our average high for the day by 8 a.m. We will start to see those showers overnight and probably for the morning commute, but the big soaker is on Friday, and we'll take a look at that coming up, guys.
All right, Ben, we're learning new information about the deadly attack that took the lives of 10 people in Colorado after a lone gunman opened fire inside a grocery store. Police have now identified the suspect and also the victims in the attack, including one of their own. Let's get to Jay Gray, who's in Boulder with more. Jay?
Hey there, good evening. You can see it just behind us here. Everything's still locked down at this point. Investigators looking for evidence, trying to figure out how and why 10 people just going about their daily routines were murdered here. There's an uneasy silence in this stunned community. Just 24 hours after the deadly chaos here.
Multiple people down. So far, 1 officer down.
10 people gunned down in this Boulder, Colorado supermarket.
They had family and friends, loves and passions and dreams of tomorrows that will no longer come for them. We feel these losses in our bones.
Those lost range in age from 20 to 65 years old. That include Eric Talley, a 51-year-old father of 7 and veteran Boulder police officer. The first on the scene, he rushed toward the gunfire.
He cared about this community. He cared about Boulder Police Department. He cared about his family. And he was willing to die to protect others.
Investigators say this man, 21-year-old Ahmad Alyssa, carried out the killing spree. They're not sure why, but do believe he acted alone. He faces 10 counts of first-degree murder.
Nothing can fill the void for the families and their loved ones, but I could promise you that we will hold him accountable.
For survivors, the shock and disbelief now giving way to the painful realities of the attack.
It's definitely been rough. I mean, waking up this morning, processing everything, it's definitely been hard. It's harder than it was yesterday, just thinking about the friends that I lost.
Scars that may never fully heal here. There's been a steady stream of mourners leaving cards, candles, and flowers throughout the day, drawn here, they say, to try and understand what's happened and to honor the victims. In Boulder, Colorado, Jay Gray, Local 4.
All right, Jay. Today, prosecutors in the Egypt Covington murder case played video of an interview with police that finally reveals a motive.
In that interview, one of the suspects explains why they came to Egypt's house in the first place. Defender Sean Lay has been closely following day 2 of the preliminary hearing. And Sean, after years of questions, it finally looks like we may have some answers.
In this preliminary hearing, that is correct. And some members of Egypt Covington's family saying they watched this in shock today. You're talking about defendant Shane Evans in that interview with MSP. He placed himself at the murder scene and the 2 other defendants, saying he was directing them to one part of the duplex where they could steal marijuana. And he says the guys went into the wrong door, Egypt Covington's door. She was inside simply watching a movie.
Okay, he just texts wrong door. Yeah. Just those 2 words, wrong door. He say, hey man, nope, we just hit wrong door. Wrong door, that's the wrong door. Okay, whoops, wrong door. Whoops, wrong door.
That's the voice of Shane Evans of Sumter Township being interviewed by a Michigan State Police investigator and blowing the lid off of the mystery of what happened to singer Egypt Covington, a case that was so cold for so long until MSP took over. And Evans' words are chilling. He says he led his own brother from Toledo, Timothy Moore, and Shandon Groom to a duplex on Hall Road the night of June 22nd, 2017. Evans told investigators he pointed to the home from his car, telling them that the unit on the right had marijuana in it, and it would be easy to steal. He knew the man who lived there and knew he was not there.
I knew he was out of town. I knew nobody wasn't in the house. I said, y'all looking to get some weed?
Evans says he told Moore exactly which door to go in.
I told him to go to the right. I knew 100% nobody was in that house. They did not go to the right door. They did not go to the right door.
Evans indicating the men entered Egypt Covington's unit. Later, Egypt was found bound by her Christmas lights and shot in the head. Startling revelations there, but look, nothing's been proven. No one's been convicted, guys. This is a preliminary hearing to see if there's enough evidence to send these three men to trial. It's not over yet. It continues on Thursday. The defense will have a chance to raise a number of issues that they want to raise. Guys, back to you.
Sean, you mentioned the evidence. What was revealed about the handling of evidence in this case?
Van Buren Township Police first on the scene with Egypt Covington and this awful murder case situation. And it came up during court that one of the officers or detectives accidentally erased Egypt Covington's cell phone right there at the scene. And police also mentioned that other possible evidence was mishandled. We're sure to hear a lot about that on Thursday.
Yep, keep us posted, Sean. We appreciate it.
Much more ahead here at 5. Let's check in with Paula.
I'm going to introduce you to an historic figure. You probably didn't even know who she was until she actually said no to the Pfizer vaccine. But she has cemented her place in history, and her story is predicated on the concept of the power of the word no.
In the city of Royal Oak, it is a group of veterans versus city management. Why it all has to do with that monument.
Could vaccine side effects be harmful to others, and could getting the vaccine help people battling long-haul COVID? I'm Dr. Frank McGeorge. Coming up, I'm answering those questions and more about the vaccine.